Good day time, my Fuzzy-ites, and welcome back to Game & Watch Gallery 3. The last time I stepped foot, or I guess paddle in this game, we went through all of Mario Bros. Modern and Classic to beat it, and now I am setting my eyes on Egg to hopefully get through all that. So basically how it goes, if you didn't watch the last thing, I recommend it. Though it's not on YouTube yet. So, I guess, don't watch it yet. I'm gonna see how far I can get without reversing time, and then after that, reverse time just so I can get through. So this one's pretty simple. Just eat cookies when they are cooked, and don't eat Bob-ombs. A very, very simple game that can easily become overwhelming. So I think fully cooked gives you 2 and all the rest give you 1. Already getting a little hectic. Hey, I got Yoshi. And it goes back slow. Good stuff. Very, very nice. Oh. Ah. I got distracted. And I lose that. Nope, not reversing. Dang, this is a lot tougher than the Mario Bros. One. I think Mario Bros. Didn't have a single more than one failure on easy. Alright. And like it never happened. Okay. That was a weird glitch. Hopefully it doesn't occur again. Oh, no, I tried to press, I didn't press up, I pressed diagonal. Oh, no, diagonal. No, why would you? No, hands up. Alright. Okay, I was gonna say, where's the sound? This one is actually tricky. Nope. This one is very hectic. Very, very hectic indeed. Now I'm kind of just saying, screw trying to get more than 1 point. Well, I can try. I don't know why they would do this. Make a line. 4 lines that slowly cook cookies into Yoshi's mouth. Must have to appease the Yoshi for some reason. Oh, hey, and another Yoshi egg. Halfway there. $600, 400 more. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I can't. So that's, what, 3 eggs now? Or 3 Yoshi faces now? I have no idea how many I really need. There we go. That's cool. Left. Less than 300 left. Let's go, let's go. I like how there is a way to get more points if you want to be more risky with it. I appreciate that a lot, so you can get through it sooner. Well, whether or not it's actually... Oh, no, that's it. Hadn't had a bomb in a while. Oh, ain't that cute. Oh, he takes a thing for me. For a little while. And I think I get a lot more points from that as well. Just 2 more, just 2 more. There we go. Now how long can I survive at? Not very long after 1,000. Now you can view a new tile in the museum in the gaming one. In the gallery corner. I'm curious what kind of game it is. Congratulations! You gained over 1,000 points. You can play the Superstar mode now. Check the noteboard for more information about the Superstar mode. Ah, that's beautiful. Did we get another present? You can collect stars to open more events. I know that. To pinball. Interesting. Get a high score without dropping a ball. secret ones again? Oh yeah. Oh, so I can play the fire game if I work hard enough. That's nice. Alright, let's continue our egg adventure on hard mode and see how well I do here. Exciting gameplay. It's interesting that they decided to change it from eggs, like the original, and even its game thing, and turn it into cookies. This is probably, yeah, I think this is a reference actually to Yoshi's Cookie, a old Game Boy game? I think those are the cookies from that. So that might be why. And this is how the game is made. With Chef Mario question mark in the background checking on us every so often. Okay, we got 2 of those Yoshi. $200 without a life loss. That's good. Oh. 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 It really does come like that, don't it? Yeah, not using the button to go diagonal really helps me, apparently. Oh, that's not the end. I guess if you do catch the cookie, it counts as a half hit, I guess. So you only half lost. $400. There we go, finally got it. Maybe to wait for the Yoshi heads to be fully developed before you get a thing. 500! Oh. 500. Ooh. Halfway there. Ah. Oh, that was close. I almost went for that Bob-omb. And that would have not been good for the Yoshis. Yeah, you have to wait for it to be fully cooked. 400 left, and I haven't lost yet, oddly enough. Now I do. 618. I did better definitely have to wait for it to be fully cooked to get the full thing out of it. Yeah, I did better on hard than I did on easy. Because I'm not using the flip diagonally button, and apparently that works better for my mindset. 300 left. Who would have known? I want to keep all the eggs. Ah! Oh, that's so cute. Ooh. Nope. Aw, so adorable. $75 left. Less than 30. Less than 20. And it's over. Now it's time to just go to the end. Got it at the last second. It's just very burned. Here's a message for you. I have a gift for you. Please come to the gallery corner. Sincerely, Princess Toadstool Peach. Alright, let's view that gallery. What new present awaits us? Seems like you're really getting a lot of stars. Yep. Did she just call it a tiger? Or a lion? For more fun, I'll give you lion. Use the two men to push lions into the cage. Neato. Alright, let's go to the original. Tip. This is gonna take a while. Yeah. Ladies, maybe don't lay eggs when there's a wolf. We're outside ready to get it. In fact, this in general seems like a bad plan, unless the wolf is your, like, caregiver. There's a twist. Dang it. I missed one. There's like a split second after it disappears where you can still get it. go, little chick. Well, the fact that these have live chickens in them, that's very disturbing. Chicks in them is very disturbing as well. Don't you know? Oh, this takes so long. Tip, tap, tip, tap, tip, tap, tip, 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 tap, tip. Ugh. No. What? I thought. I thought the bottom one was it. Oh, well, like 40 or 50 something, I think. This one freaks me out because there's like a split second between going off where you're still able to catch it. So I feel like the one you need to get isn't always the one you need to get right away. But yeah, that one fell off first, so you catch that one first. Oh, this is so long. Like, as much as I appreciate these old games and whatnot, they take so long sometimes. But even with that, I do wish, and I'm surprised, Nintendo hasn't released, like, a Game & Watch collection with every Game & Watch game they still have in their pocket, with modernized gameplay as well. Because I think that would be really interesting. Especially even if you didn't like the old Game & Watch games, to play games that Mr. Game & Watch from the Smash Bros. Series has taken his moveset from. That sounds pretty cool to me. Yeah, the other thing is you can't collect it. That has thrown me off, is you can't collect it when it's in midair like this. It's the stage after it where it disappears into said bag or falls to the ground where you collect it. So it's not like I'm here for the egg. No, you have to wait a second longer. Which is what messed me up in the past. So like there, even though I wanted to collect the ones on by, I have to pay attention to which ones fell first. Yeah, like I said, I'm glad they made the modern representation of these games. Makes it go a little faster, because, man, I wish these ones, you didn't have to play to 1,000 points. Hey, Hey, Vinny, welcome to the fun. You're streaming earlier than I expected? No, 4, my usual time. Well, 4 p.m. here. Here. And you missed the fun modernized version of this game. Okay, I did get that one. Got worried because there was no sound, Captain. Where Yoshi's cookies come from. Now we're on to the tippy tappies. Oh, the tip tap tip taps. $200. Whoa. This is gonna be a long one. That's weird. Did you account for daylight savings time? Earlier here now. Oh, we had daylight savings time, so maybe your place got rid of it earlier than we did. Because our clocks went ahead an hour. Oh no, they went ahead an hour. Yeah, they went ahead an hour. We have it at the end of March. Ah, yeah, there you go. Yeah, so it was just daylight's spring forward. Oh, okay. New streaming time then. Cool. Yep. Didn't think our daily savings time would be a problem. But there's a new interesting fact. Hour earlier. For now, until you guys spring forward in the end of March. Which is weird. I would think everywhere in the world would be like, okay, we'll spring at the same time, so at least the times are still similar. However far ahead. Or behind, or wherever. Weird. But regardless, good to have you here for this. Tap, 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 tap. Oh. Oh, by gum, by golly. I was wondering if you would take this deal if you were me. Oh, what deal is someone spreading to you? Yeah, I know, Salem's back there. He's a good old kitty. What conundrum you facing, Vinny? Oh, no, I pressed the wrong button. A GameCube. Alright. A black GameCube with all the cables and 4 controllers. 1 first party, 3 third party, 5 random games. Not any AAA titles for €80. That's really good.
I have a black GameCube.
Are you selling it to him?
No. I'm keeping mine.
Yeah. You keep.
But I have a black GameCube.
Nice.
With orange controller.
Yeah. What are the games, by chance? Because even if not AAA, there are still some... 2 SpongeBob... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is an amazing deal. I would probably say... Yeah, that's an amazing deal. I would take that as soon as possible. Because even just the system itself can go for around $80. Well, one good controller. But you get 2 SpongeBob games, and SpongeBob games are really phenomenal most of the time. Actually, I've only really played Battle for Bikini Bottom. Ugh, that always gets me. And Ice Age, you can never go wrong with Ice Age. Yeah, if you have the money to spend it, Tony Hawk's game, yeah, take it. The Tony Hawk games are amazing. And BOS in Forest. Yeah, that is a great deal. If you have the means to buy that, I would buy that. Because like I said, just the system alone, I would pay $80 if I really needed one. And you can never go wrong with Tony Hawk. Love those skateboarding games. Oh yeah, that's right, 120 Canadian dollars. Yes, hello. Yeah, no, I still get it. Your girlfriend there? Yeah. She's here antagonizing me.
Yeah.
Waiting to head out. Oh, at least the tapping's musical a bit. But, jeez. Does your girlfriend stream too? No, she doesn't have a good computer to stream. Unfortunately, she is looking into it though. And when she does, she may stream. She hasn't really made up her mind yet. I could put on Wii Sports Music. No, I got flagged for some reason doing it last time. Like, Twitch was like, oh, you can't use this music. Oh, you gotta be careful. You might get a DCM or whatever takedown. And I looked at it, and it was a bunch of other songs that I think just used the Wii, like, Wii Sports beat. So yeah, not gonna attempt that again. Which at least it protects me like that, but yeah. Now what I really need to do is put on the Dunk Dunk Country soundtrack. The TV show soundtrack. But I also don't know if that would get me copywritten on it. Wait, shop music maybe? Oh. Yeah. I'm really... You know what I'll do? Just bear with me.
Donkey Kong.
Here we go.
Donkey Kong.
Again, I hate how it lingers in the air.
Donkey Kong.
Here we go. Come on. 500, halfway there. Yeah, hopefully if I'm using soundtrack from an actual game, It won't be all like, oh no, you can't do that. Well, this helps me keep a little more sane. Why is it only these 3 sides now? I think the game glitched. I don't think anyone was meant to get this far. Because, yeah, lower left hand has had nothing for a while. Thank you and welcome. What we need. What I really want. For some reason, I really love, like, machine or natural mechanical sounds in music. So this is like my jam. Here, like a ticking clock. Keep the beat. This is very not my jam. To what time you stream? Usual, till 7. This is very not my jam. Creeps you out. Yeah. You want me to change it? Because this very much is my jam. Jeez. Okay, Salem. $200 left. Need any updates to these lists? No, I think they're good. I know tomorrow I'm going to go into Kingdom Hearts and try and beat that in the next 2 days. Hopefully it only takes 1. So we can take that completely off the list after I do that. Because it's been on there for far too long. I've been going through it for far too long. And the episodes are almost all up. So it'd be good to finally put that game to rest so I can also move on to the next game when the time comes. So I can remove Guernsey. Damn. Yeah, after I finally beat it. Oh, here we go. Also, you do cool weekend streams? I watched some back. Yeah. I'm trying to get my brother to join me, or not try, he is going to join me, for a Saturday around 4 p.m. normal time stream for Pikmin 2, so we can do the challenge maps. But with the thing that's going on, like I discussed with you, unfortunately it's been going on during that time. So hopefully this weekend it doesn't happen. I am free, and me and him will be able to start that, and then go into 3. And yeah, with those streams playing Grounded, I'm only able to play it. We're only able, me and Melina are only able to join them at night, because they have their own things to do and whatnot. Now they change it up. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And when Melina gets her laptop, we'll be able to do a lot more games. Or not laptop, games. Yeah. Maybe we can do Mario Party 4. Oh, I actually got them. I think of that one. Super fun game. Yeah. Unfortunately, unless we emulate it, which I'm not too in the know about, I don't think we can play that one yet. I'd be down. I could help with emulation. Yeah, I'll look into it. Cause I like all the Mario parties. I know some things about it. Nice. I know. I'm very into console modding and stuff. Especially older consoles like Wii. Like the Wii. Very nice. Yeah, there's some good stuff out there. I think I'd also have to see, I don't think I own Mario Party 4. And for me, I don't like emulating unless I actually own a physical copy, because it just feels wrong to me. Yeah, I'll add that to the list of multiplayer community. Oh, this is so tough all of a sudden. Well, it's always been so tough. Because I'm distracted with good conversation. Dang it. I want to stream sometime in the future where I play every board in every Mario Party. That'd be fun. I'll join you for that when I can, because that sounds like a fun venture. I know right now I'd like to go through every game in the series, starting from 1, of course, going all the way up to the newest, what is it? Superstar? And whatnot. But after playing 1, I'll let it go. Maybe I'll make it a little bit simpler. No, that did not help. Mario Party 1. It was hard. Yeah, it was. I was not aware of how freaking brutal it was. And then playing, I'm like, oh yeah, this was terribly brutal. So I don't know if I want to. With that group if I had the chance. Yeah, I'll see what everyone else feels, because that one might be a thing. Either I don't know if everyone would be interested in that, but I will be going through at one point at least the minigame island, collecting everything and whatnot. But if I ever do it, I'll let you know, and then you can join me and either just go against computers or other people. Cause my goodness, that was a lot more brutal than I ever remembered. Oh my goodness. This just goes so freaking fast now. Nearly done it though. Still, episode should be called Bullying Mario for 1 game straight. 0 stars, 6 coins. Yeah. I didn't want to call it that. I think I called it, this party is a lot more brutal than I remember. Because I think to give away a punchline like that, it's done. It's over. I've won. I've won. Now I get to go on hard mode. Shit. Ah. Why would you do this?
I didn't do nothing.
This is your fault somehow.
That wasn't my fault. I've just been sitting here.
And you're doing a wonderful job at it. 10 out of 10. Would have you sit again. I think I actually need a slight break from that. Holy crap. But yeah, trying to talk and do that is no good. Your personal installation to choose this scary game. Well, I want to slowly, like, get the list done, because at the moment, there's 5 or 6 current games I'm going through. Kingdom Hearts, Pikmin, Game Watch Gallery, Resident Evil, which we have to get through sometime. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 games, yeah. We'll be done soon. Yeah, Pikmin, as soon as me and my brother can work together and go through that campaign, which after that we'll go through Pikmin 3, so that's going to take its place. Kingdom Hearts will be soon. I have never seen you play Resident Evil Director's Cut. We have not started that yet. That's the thing me and Melina want to go through.
Eventually we have to do
Yeah, we're gonna go through all the games for Resident Evil. We just we just have to find the time, because like I said, a lot of the stuff's going on. So it's kind of a thing where we want to get into it, but we just either not feeling it at the day, or something comes up so we can't, and so on and so forth. And we're looking for a place as well. Well, that's out of the bag now. I wasn't saying that. Well, Vinny knows, but no one else. I haven't really told him. I know you didn't know. But yeah, no. We're currently looking into moving, so a lot of our time is like between that and other things going on. So we kind of can't do it all the time. Hopefully after we move, we'll be able to do a lot more community games. We'll be living together, so stuff like Resident Evil can just be slotted right into our natural place. Yeah. And it won't be, hey, on the weekend, when you're here, when we're feeling like it, when we don't have other things to do,
Yeah.
and whatnot. The personal stuff first. Oh yeah. Personal stuff always comes first. Alright. But yeah, that's on the list because we are going through it. We just haven't started it yet. You don't like it? Well, because I really care what you're playing. Thank you, Vinny. You've been a great help to supporting me and going forward and everything. I really appreciate it. Talking more fun. All will be good. Personal stuff first, then all good. Yeah. Okay, let's get back into it. I have 2 hours, which this went a lot faster. Are you ready for a lot more crying? Yeah, I'm always ready to cry. Just ask Malia when we watched Raya the Last Dragon.
Every time there's an emotional scene.
It's an emotional
you're
scene.
Crying.
They were holding
It's
hands.
not just.
They were a makeshift family at the
It's
end.
not just that movie. Any movie that has some sort of emotional scene, I just look over.
I
and
have
cry.
feelings. I won't be denied.
So Jessica, hold you. Make sure everything's okay.
You don't even notice until I look at you and make whimpering sounds.
No, I can hear you sniffling.
That's the word. Anyways, now you can view more titles in the museum and the gaming corner, gallery corner. I'm curious what kind of game it is. Me too, man. Me too. Good times. Donkey Kong Hockey? That looks fun. And neat. Play hockey for 1 to 2 people. Any presents for me, Peach? You can collect stars to open more events. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Peach. Yeah. Alright. Anyways, let's finish this classic mode hard. Should turn this sound a bit. But yeah, so Kingdom Hearts, I want to get done with that. Pikmin, we'll just turn into Pikmin 2, so not much more I can do with that. Game Watch Gallery I can do every so often, or after I beat a game. It can be kind of the intermission between games. For like, hey, you beat a game, now you get to go through this funness again. Which I enjoy. These games, I think, are fun. They're just very slow. Especially, Egg. Or they can be very slow. But I would love to have a, Game & Watch collection where it's every game that they can. Oh, no, I thought I got that one. All the games they can, together with modern versions, history on everything, and even maybe throw in some new ones that you never had before. Or, what is it? That were never just new for the whole collection. That's an angry dog. Which one? In-game, or am I missing something outside of game? In-game. Yeah. I think this is supposed to be a wolf. He really reminds me of, like, the old cartoon wolves, like in the Disney, shorts and whatnot. Like Three Little Pigs. Just did not get there. What am I doing? You know, I'm seeing how far I can get first. Come on. Come on, Big Fuzzy. Oh, come on. At least we have the good music. Rockin' Raceway. Maybe. It reminds me of a racing game soundtrack. Which, stay tuned if you like stuff like this, because we have the Toy Story racing game coming up in a few games. Woo. If you wanted to see Woody go against Buzz in a racing fiasco, it's a game to see. It's actually really not that bad. Oh no. Treachery on the high seas. Or somewhere. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw that and was like, I should... Oh, I shouldn't have rewound. Crap. Oh, whatever. I'll just go for victory then. Well, if I miss again... No, that would have been the end. That would definitely would have been the end. Okay. Oh, okay. I was like, why is it stopping? And I got 200 points. So I go back to no misses. Woo! It's like it never happened. Ignore the rewinds. Oh, I thought I got that. Crap. Just 700 more. Woo. Whew. Really tired just for the sheer repetitiveness of it. Time? No? Okay. Soon. Yes. Hello? Hello. This game you really need to be on and watching everything to really get to 1,000 without losing anything. Which is fine. Gloomy Galleon. Made the right call to switch down there, did not make the quick enough call to go back. $400. Woo. Yeah, thank goodness games like they've added the rewind feature. Because games like this, oh no. Like I said, as much fun as it is, it's just really repetitive, and you have to really focus up. Obviously something I can't do when I'm trying to talk, have fun, and chat. It probably gets boring to play after sometime. Yeah. Like, the thing that I don't like about it is it takes a while to get to 1,000 points. Whether you're playing well or not. Okay. Yeah, like, the thing about this game is, yeah, it's tough. But also, it's just slow to make points. Like, the modern version took about 20 minutes to get there. This one takes longer. And, like, I like a challenge. And this is a fun challenge to try not to break anything. Like, I'm, of course, reversing time when stuff happens and I fail. Yeah. But I also see how far I can get without reversing, and then reversing after that, because I don't want to spend 20 minutes or a couple streams trying to get 1,000 points on a game that hates me. 500, halfway there. Yeah, it's just... And that's the main thing, is even if I play perfectly, it's still gonna take 45 minutes or longer to win and get 1,000 points. And that's where I'm like, as much as I like doing this, I also don't like spending my time doing this. The thing is, I'm not bored with this. I'm having fun. I put on the music to make it a little more enjoyable, and then it helps. But it's just the same thing over and over again, with little to no change besides which eggs I need to get first. And I guess that's the thing, it's not that the gameplay doesn't work, or anything like that, it's just very much the same thing over and over and over again at a slow pace. It takes a good few minutes just to get 100 points. At least the game does go faster as it goes on, but still. talking to everyone, having a good old time in that regard. But then it would be entertaining, it would just be me playing a game that's super simple and failing a lot of stuff. Biggest thing for me, like I said, there's the stop when it's going off, and then another one where it's either in your hat or on the ground. And I think if you're hovering over it when it's off the table, then you should automatically pick it up. But no! You gotta wait for the next go of it either in your hand or on the ground. I thought I got that one, but apparently not. If you're doing this legit, you seriously have to have, like, focus up completely. You have to focus up completely. You'd have to be very quick and whatnot. Hey, Vinny, welcome back. I'm just complaining about how this game, even if I wasn't cheating, would be very much impossible. And fun! 300 to go. And that's the thing, like, to win this legitimately, you'd have to you'd have to be focused up completely and utterly. And even then... I could not imagine someone doing this without reversing. probably doable. Maybe this is the strat. Okay, this is how you do it. This is a fun way to do it as well. Just watch the number go up. As my fingers start to hurt. Kitty in a chair, kitty in a chair, kitty, 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 kitty in a chair. This is a fun way to play this game at least. Until it doesn't work. $100 left. Really can't stop for a second. Glad I randomly thought of this little trick. Yeah, you see that? You really want to win, just go crazy on the sticks. 40 left. Let's go, let's go. 30 left. Come on, big money, big money. Just 5 left. There we go. Trying to play naturally now. Gosh, darn it, that's hard. Here's a message for you. I have a gift for you. Please come to Gallery Corner. Let's change some things. Back to normal then. Cleared! Let's try Yoshi's cookie very hard. My finger really hurts now from... 33! Thank you for playing so much. Want more? Then take Spitball Sparky. Lead all blocks to go to the next stage. Guess how many stages there are. Alright, we're missing one more game here. We've completely defeated 2 games here, being Mario Bros. And Egg. Next up will probably be Greenhouse whenever I get around to it. I have time. Let's see if I can do Flagman. Flagman. Game A, memorize computer flag order and repeat it. B, raise the same flag as the computer as quickly as possible to earn stars for every 5 points you get. I need 25 points. So far, so good. Getting a little hectic. Nope. I pressed A instead of B. So how many points do you need? 25, I think. Close, close, close. Ten more. No, it was back, wasn't it? Yeah, it was back. One, three, two, three, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3. I don't get this game. It's just Simon Says. That's all it is. It's Simon Says, press the similar buttons for whatever he shows. For game A. Game B, I think, is different. Five more. 5 more. What's the maximum score? I do not know. I'm probably going to get to 25 and end it. I would assume 99. And then it resets. If I had to guess. Oh boy. Two more, just 2 more. Let's go, let's go. Pay attention, what am I doing? What am I doing? One more. That's all I need. That's all I need. That's all I want. What are we ending on? I'm betting 3. Show me 3. Ah, 4. That's it. That's all. Should be it. That should be all. We'll check. Oh my goodness. I can do Simon Says a bit. I'm not a pro though. Little. You can view a new title in the gallery. Yay! Donkey Kong Circus. DK juggles pineapples in a panoramic setting. If I'm not mistaken, this game came before the Donkey Kong game, or who was after? No, it would have been after, because Donkey Kong 2... Alright. Let's try Game B. Already off to a good start. Dang it. Here's the message I get for you. Come to the game. Gallery 3 staff credits. Aww. That's it. The game is over. Coordinators. Alright, we're not done yet. We all know there's still more to do. But it's weird they got it so early. There's so much more to do. Like, we only beat 4, 2, 4, 5, 8, 10. We only basically beat 10 levels of it. And there's still 4, 8, 12, 14, 16, like 20 left? If not more, because there could be more hidden. Weird. Cute little way they did this. I like when they do stuff with credits to add a little more flair to it rather than just names around the screen. But thank you all for watching. I will continue though. And thank you everyone who made this game. Like I said, this was one of the games I had as a child. I love the Mario Bros. Cake Factory thing. I don't think I got too far in anything, because it's on the handheld, so you literally couldn't save and quit like you can here. Or you literally can't backtrack like you can here. Should I cross it off? No. We ain't done till we 100% the game. Yeah, like I said, there's still a lot more to go through. It's just odd that I mean, granted, it's probably it's hard to get 1,000 points on every single thing. So I do get why they would be like, alright, let them at least play every game to at least 200. Yeah. So at least if you try every game mode and whatnot, this should be it. So put it aside. Yeah. No, I'll be back. Leave it as is. Like I said, this will be a game I come to at the end of, or every so often, or at the end of a game series. I'll play this before going into the next one. Yeah, we are not done. Surely not done yet. The power block's gone. Thank you. You're welcome. It was a pleasure. So let's schedule for next hour. I'm still gonna do the other side games here. Thank you for playing at Nintendo. The Flagman is done. But the others are not. Under construction. Ooh. 50 stars. You've come a long way to get up here. Last gift is a multi-screen Donkey Kong 2. The basic rules are similar to Donkey Kong Jr. You can collect stars for even more events. Nice. Flag is on. Let's go to Judge. When your number is the same or larger than your opponent's, hit him. If it's smaller, run. 20 points equal 1 star. Not in judgment. Okay, beat a hit. This is a Game & Watch move. Nope. Oh, they ran for it. Oh! I'm there. Why am I there? I thought I was on the left side. Shoot. A is to hit. I can run in time. Couldn't run in time. Okay. Devastation. No, I should have hit. Shoot. Nope. Nope. Oh. Dang it. I am not good at this. This goes too quick for me to process. Yeah, I lost. This is how we're gonna have to do it. Yeah, there's no way I'm winning this game without doing this. Or the in-game way. Oh, it didn't work. 1 star. Binka-bonka. Binka-bonkin. Tick, tock, tock, tock. No. Whack-a-man. 2 stars. Run, run, run. Funk. This is neat. I don't know why player 1 eye is on the right. It's an odd thing. Way to show it. Funk. Barely. But yeah, no, this goes too fast for my brain to process. Naturally. Oh, that one was fine. Nope. Stand and fight. $22 points. They're eating the bot, huh? Yep. Nope. I jumped before I could swing. Just 40 more points. Nope. Decidedly not. Close. Nope. Yeah. See. Yeah, my mind does not go for quick maths. It takes me a bit longer. But I get there. Nope. Alright. 20 more points. Let's go. Let's go. 20 more points. $18. Let's go. 18. Let's go, 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 18. I am making all the wrongest decisions. And I rate Salem. Literally making every wrong choice. Alright, 6 more points. Ooh, 5 and 5. That makes a smackaroonie. 3 more points. Nope, don't. Do not run, child. Bash him in the head. Yay! You got a new town. Who cares what the game could be? Now I gotta do 2-player at some point. Again, here's the impressive game finale. To see credit screen, press A. Neat. Under construction. Let's continue on. So only 2-player for judge. I'll worry about that another day. Lions. Use the 2 men to push lions into their cage. They can only move 1 man at a time. Erase a mistake at 200 points and 3 on. So that's basically just the game. Get the blocks to eliminate them. When the ball is in the 3rd row, you can blow it up. Don't drop it. Make all 6 blocks to the top blank by hitting them. Donkey Kong 2. The keys linked to the chains return to their starting points. To get them to erase a mistake. Yeah. Alright. Now, let's try Lion. Here's another move from Game & Watch, Game & Watch moveset. Plus a stage. This is a horrible way to keep lions in check. Like, yeah, we're not done their cage. We're gonna put them in there, though. But there's 3 sides on each side. Or 3 areas on each side where they could potentially get out. I'd be careful if I were you. And this is another slower game. Yeah, you've tried that. Oof. Dang it. What riveting gameplay! I'm going to bed. Alright, Vinny, I don't blame you. Good night. Have a good one. See ya tomorrow for more something different. Thanks for being here with me. Alright, I need music. Here we go. Turn this down a bit. Perfect music for this. I'm gonna get to 200 and see about points and whatnot. This might be a long one. Especially since we're on their time, not ours. It's hard to get points. Oh. I apparently wasn't paying attention. Because, yeah, this is going to take another... Ooh, of course. There's just sometimes where there's just long pauses between attacks. Then sometimes where there's quite a few attacks back to back to back. I have a feeling this is going to be a 1,000-point game. $200. Yep. At least this one's more manageable than egg. Because there's only 2 things to worry about. Whether or not I actually am able to worry about them, that's a whole different issue. What would it be if it was modern? This game was modernized. Probably Bob-ombs, I could imagine, if they didn't use real lions. Bob-ombs would be a good one. Goombas would be funny. Oh, it'd have to be something real fierce. Bowsers? Have 2 Bowsers running around? At least they're kind enough to go around in circles. Yes, the quickenish of turns. I know you'll want to attack us, but we are your caregivers. It wouldn't be very nice. That was bad. They could have gotten through there. Luckily, they didn't see it, and we're just gonna pretend to leave. We'll get them all riled up and then roar. 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 Mm-hmm. Back, you dig-dong beasts. Not two on one side. Good sir. Couldn't move down for some reason. Alright. Over 300. It's over 300. Oop, that ain't good. But it never happened. This is tricky, but doable. It's not like Egg where it comes at you way too fast. And I feel like, what could I really do there? This is good music right now. Can't wait to see how this is on hard mode. My gosh, my gosh. My mind is tuckered out from Egg. It's just a lot to recognize. Come on, come on. Just try it. Just try it. Back, you beast. Back. Back, I say. At least they can't go back. They can only go one way around in circles. Doesn't help me, though. And they take turns attacking. Well, one attacks at a time. Not really turns. Ooh. 400, just 600 more. And we complete this. Oh. No time to scratch my back, apparently. I know how you act. I'm more prepared for you now. Unless they move faster than what is acceptable. That's unacceptable. Oh, joy of joys. Come on. This is perfect music for this situation. Oh, I barely got you, Mr. Tiger. Or Lion, you almost got out, but I was like, no. Please don't eat me. And you're like, okay, I will go in cage for now. I'm losing it. Almost lost it there because I wasn't paying attention. Halfway there! Woo! Halfway on easy mode. Getting sloppy. Like I said, at least with this one, if I fail, I can be like, yeah, I didn't move fast enough, I get that. Where with Egg, it's like, yeah, I didn't stay long enough here. Meanwhile, that one was also falling, and I thought that was falling first. Please get in a loop of hitting the same area over and over again. Like you did that one time for 3 or 4 times in a row. Stop faking out and go for it. You never know what will happen if you just go for it. Yeah, there's times they could have won just because I'm not quick enough. The other thing is the lines will never be more than 1 space between them, so they won't be side by side. Which is also neat. $400 more. Like, this game just sucks because it's hard, because they can just fake out. There's no steady points coming in, like egg and whatnot. which, well, yes, it adds to the toughness of it. It also tends to breeze by. Or it doesn't go by as fast. None of the sprites look like guys in a suit standing up. Some of them. Also don't like how you can only move one at a time. Not a big thing, but definitely makes it more easier for them to attack you if you're moving the wrong guy into a location he needs to get to. That's actually his friend, Lion, who's going to attack. Oh no. Come on. Feel it, feel it. At least I give you 2 points for each attack, but still. There's so many times I could have been attacked. And they're just teasing. Just lightly stepping out like, yeah, maybe I'll step out, maybe I won't. What you gonna do? Oh, you're not here, but I'm gonna go back in. Yeah. Makes you double think, doesn't it? Yeah, you think that turtle will save you forever? I don't. No, misclick. Yeah, I honestly couldn't imagine doing all this without the rewind button. Be much more intense, that's for sure. I'm lacking in the tiger, or the lion sees that and knows exactly what must happen. $20 away from 800. Let's go, big money, let's go, big money. It definitely tired me out mentally. Oh yeah. Almost there. Almost gonna be able to call it an end. Can't wait to see how hard it is. I can't see unless they make them move faster. A lot faster. It being that much different. Couldn't they at least hire another two more people? At the very least. $10 more to 90. Let's go, let's go. Big money, big money. Let's go, let's go. Big money, big money. Two more, or one more strike. Yeah, 90. Just 50 more strikes. We got 100. More, which will equal to 1,000. Preventing 100 or 500 strikes overall. Very nice day's work. Very nice day's work. I will see indeed. So close. Let's go, Lions. Let's go. Just stay in one spot and keep attacking. Oh, distracted. Yeah, I would have died 100 times over if they attacked every time they lunged. Step forward. Alright. 25 more. Let's go. So close I can hear the break time and lunch bell. But not me. I ain't your lunch time, Lions. You hear me, Lions? I ain't your lunch. Did I do very hard mode? Yes, I did try very hard mode for the egg. It is over! The match of the century has finally concluded! And now we go on target. Hey, it's so tough. Cheap and all that. Good enough. Secrets too. What are you? Welcome again. Here you can play Fire, introduced in Secret Part 1. Remember, you can't pause during gameplay. To quit the game, press start. Mario Bros. Outside US only. Also NES. Game Mario Rescue the Princess Peach. I had 801. There was over 800. Shoot, I did not know there was over 800. I knew there was a lot, but maybe they aren't going to do a Game & Watch Gallery collection. But anyways, that'll be it for me. Yeah, a lot of fun. So, we have successfully beaten Egg 100%. Mario Bros 100%. As well as Flagman. Judge, we beat the one-player mode, so I do the two-player mode. And Lion, we did easy. So there's still quite a bit to do. I think next time I play, I want a little bit of a fun break. So I'll either do Turtle Bridge or Donkey Kong Jr. But either way, thank you my fuzzy eyes for watching, and I will see you next anytime. Take care.